Sure. Hey, welcome to Metagame Minute, your favorite after hours podcast wrap up show review. You know what it is, baby. And that's been the show. Thank you so much for coming out and listening. Have yourselves a great night. Okay, let's go around the horn and in no order, because order is stupid. Let chaos reign. Let's start with Bentley, considering you had quite a bit of stuff going on in town, doing a bunch of stuff. I paid literally no attention to anything you were doing. So just give me your thoughts on, what was happening. How does Riff feel? That, child.
Well, boom, 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 boom. No, I'm very excited because there's a bunch of stuff that obviously that I wanted to do, and a bunch of stuff that I was thinking about, and yeah, I think I'm really glad that the library and everything is like wanting to kind of like work on trade more than on gold and that sort of stuff, although I would have paid them gold as well. But
yeah, that's a nice little boon there for you.
Yeah, I think it's really cool that I got to like kind of add to their library, add to their thing, because I am a researcher. I have the researcher feed, I believe is what it is, and so like it all that sort of stuff does really interest me, but also I learned a lot of crazy stuff, and I didn't even give them all my good stuff.
Yeah,
but I gave them a bunch of really cool stuff. I'm interested to see how when we get to meet, when we have whatever fucking crazy Beauty and the Beast dinner party with the Lord and Lady of the fucking town or whatever, my buddy Sanj or whatever. I'm excited to see how that plays out, and how probably at least one of us at one point, every single one of us sticks our foot in our mouth, mainly Rhett, but I'm interested to see how that plays out, and what we tell about the robot, because Riff's just going to tell him everything, and because she feels as though this town, besides her monastery or whatever, is like the only other thing that she cares about.
Right.
Alex, I thought that was a really great play on your part, you fucker, where you were like, "Oh, you made me nunchucks," and I was like, "Uh-huh." And I got them. They're just in my travel bag back at the play. I really, really enjoyed that. I'm excited to see with the college how long it'll take and that sort of stuff, or the library, the guild or what's it called, Alex?
It's the Academy Veritas.
Yeah, the Academy Veritas. I'm excited to see if they can put that circlet into the hood of my fucking of my thing, because I think that'll be cool. When I bring it up, then the circlet comes on or whatever. I think that'll be dope. And then the whole bag of devouring thing, I think that's super cool. I'm very excited to see how that all plays out. But also, I'm interested to see now that we're back in town. I mean, obviously we have Wolf now, as he's training his army, has a demon horse, and I would imagine he just sort of canters around on it. It's do better, yes, kill your enemy, and that sort of shit, just is directing them for their morning exercises and stuff.
Yeah,
I thought it was a really cool session. It was just really cool to kind of tug at all these different little threads and do something a little bit differently than what we have been doing for probably the last 3 sessions, which is talking a lot and not necessarily a lot of action and more
downtime kind of activities.
Yeah.
No, that's cool though. I'm glad you're excited about the upcoming shenanigans Riff is gonna probably get into, and we're all gonna get into.
Yeah.
Okay,
mainly the dinner party. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Because I want to see your character at the dinner party just be like, "Yes, I will grab and then I eat it," and then
Well, Goliath, I'm definitely gonna ride in on my steed. I'm gonna attempt to walk into the dinner party on my horse, and then they're gonna go, "You have to stable it," and then I go, "Well, I will stay with my horse," and I'm just gonna sit in the stables on my horse and just wait till the dinner party's over. Let's go ahead and go to Milo. Ball, as always, doing a lot of stuff, finagling a lot of things. I like that background, Maniac Butcher. Yeah, you always seem to have some kind of, I don't know, plot brewing, some kind of thing that you're trying to do. Because every time we're going to end, you go, I had like 14 things I wanted to do in town. I'm like, how?
I'm just constantly thinking about different stuff that Ball needs to do to, further his goals and, learning about stuff.
Yeah, and since it is metagame, what is Ball's ultimate goal?
Oh, he's just a researcher. He's just researching for the college.
It's just curiosity.
That's just, he's 10 years old and he found this idea of, freedom and exploration, and he's just all about it.
Okay, nice. Yeah. Where do you think, if you were to think ahead, where do you think towards the end of the season would you like to see Ball end up? Obviously, things can always go awry. What's the end game?
He has no end game. He is going to continue to explore until he can no longer explore.
Okay.
His main motivation is to seek out this just knowledge and exercise his freedom to not have to be just a professor at a university.
Live long enough to become the villain.
And what would Ball do if he found out at some point that he has been controlled this whole time by some outside force? Like his mechanic nature is actually being guided in a way.
Oh, that would just be such a hit to his mentality of what he wants and what his goals are. That would be awful.
Welcome to religion, everyone.
I was going to say the NSYNC video, Bye with the marionettes.
Yeah, with the puppet strings. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's go on over to Caleb. Scory. Yeah. Let me know what you think about these this last session. I mean, you did a lot of you did more like fighting, and there wasn't a lot of downtime stuff. What's the downtime for Scory?
You know what? I think he's probably wanting to spend some time in the library, finding out some, doing some cross-referencing for some stuff that he's interested in.
Thought you were going to say CrossFit.
Yeah.
Gonna do some CrossFit.
Yeah, some burpees on the table.
Because I know you've always had this kind of pirate-like theme to your character, right?
Yeah, and I was hoping to get some time to speak with Arthur. It's probably a good thing we didn't, because that would have probably never ended. But I want to kind of start researching a little bit more, and this is just a heads up for Alex too. Mm-hmm. I want to research a little bit more about kind of some of the stuff in my backstory, and maybe seeing about getting that, because a couple, was it last episode or the episode before, Riff, I don't know this obviously as Scory, but Riff's letter that talked about the Crafters clan kind of got me thinking about it, and I want to kind of start researching where I was supposed to go before all this happened, because we were all doing our own thing until we met up in the Shooting Star randomly, and then kind of were forged into the Wolf Pack from then on. So
Wolf balls.
I had things to do, places to go, people to see, and that's been put on the side burner while we do all these fun adventures. So I kind of want to start to focus in on that maybe a little bit more.
So Scory really does have his own kind of end game then, in a way.
Yeah. It's not necessarily separate from what he's experiencing right now, but he does definitely need to accomplish some things. Otherwise, he may not be around for very long, and it could be a surprise. It could happen at any moment. So.
Okay. It says my laptop is gonna die soon. So real quick, Alex, how you feeling about it?
Good. The downtime was fun. I getting back to a familiar area. I know there's lots of stuff that kind of needed to get done. I'm excited for next week to do, have this kind of dinner party with the nobles. That I think that'll be exciting. And teleportation is difficult to DM for,
Yeah. Do you have?
Well, you gave it to us, so.
Oh yeah, no, it's only myself to blame.
As a DM, do you have certain plot points that you are hoping to get us to, or do you just are you just letting it just kind of flow? Throwing stuff in as
it's a mix of both. There's things that are going to happen that'll come out kind of during our next session.
Okay.
And depending on what you guys do, that changes things. A bit of metagame minute. This is just fun. If you guys had headed back up instead of teleporting, when you went past the Falling Star Inn, it would have been there again.
Oh,
damn it, Milo!
Never fast travel. First rule of any video game: always take the long way.
That's how the DM motivates us to not use it.
You'll pick up side quests. You'll get more experience. God. All right,
Caleb. What I have one question for Caleb. How did your new upgraded machete work out for you?
Oh, I loved it, but it's mostly because I bought new dice that I loved it. I might have thrown it away had I rolled poorly.
That has no bearing on anything and a really stupid thing to say. Well, that has been Metagame Minute. I have been your host, Dash Thompson. And then there's the rest of them. So thank you and have a wonderful night. And remember, grab your sword and keep on adventuring.
I miss Rhett.